which will give you 10 minus 5. So check your workings again. Check your calculation. Remember, the numerator, you'll be having 5 times 2 minus root 3. What is 5 times 2? 10. What is 5 times minus root 3? That will give you minus 5 root 3 all over. When you now have 2 times 2, that will give us 4. So 2 times root 3 will give us minus 2 root 3. 2 times root 3 will give us plus 2 root 3. And we now have root 3 times root 3. That will give you minus 3. So we have 4 minus 3 to give us 1. So is that what you have in your working?
Sure.
Hmm?
No, sir.
So can you, but if I should, let me see if I can share my whiteboard. That's this. My whiteboard with you so that you understand better. Okay, so as I said before, we have 5 all over 2 plus root 3, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you were to rationalize this, this would be times 2 minus root 3 all over 2 minus root 3. So if we should multiply this, we'll be having 5 times 2 will give us what? 10, right?
Yes, sir.
Minus 5 root 3 all over 2 times 2 will give us 4.
4.
Yes, minus 2 times minus root 3 will give us minus 2 root 3. Minus 2 root 3. And 2 times plus 2 root 3 will give you plus 2 root 3. And root 3 times root 3. And then minus times plus times minus will give you minus 3. So in calculation, these two will cancel out. It will give you 0. So we're left with 10 minus 5 root 3. 10 minus 5 root 3 all over 4 minus 3, which will give us 1. And you know that anything all over 1 will give you that particular number back, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So where did your error come from when you were calculating your?
Uh, I made, I made a mistake with the signs.
Okay, with the sign. Okay. Let me go back to the looking at share my screen again. But I would love you to understand this because most of the bulk questions you'll be seeing are majorly on rationalization. Most of the bulk questions you'll be seeing are majorly on rationalization. Okay, so in
Yes.
short, you're going to be solving solve number 1 for me. Now let me see what you're going to get as your answer.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, solve number 1 for me. Let's see what you're going to get as your answer.
12 root 2.
12 root 2, that's correct. Beautiful. 12 root 2. Okay. What about number 3? Do number 3 for me. That's correct. Awesome. Do number 3.
It's 1.
1 correct. Very good. Then question 4. That's correct. Good job.
Three over 2.
3 over 2. Absolutely correct. Very good. Good job. Excellent. Excellent work. Okay. So you just said that question 2 was just like a mistake. And I'm sure that you understand everything about it right now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful. So I'm going to begin the major work we have today, which is on this indices. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So when you wear the word indices, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? Indices. You know, indices has so many rules, right? So when you hear the word indices, what comes to your mind?
Square roots and
Square
roots.
root, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So it says indices shows how many times the number base is multiplied by itself. A number base is multiplied by itself. For example, we have 5 raised to the power 3 means 5 times 5 times 5, which will give 125, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So as I was saying before, indices has so many rules on its own, and you knowing all these rules is of great importance. You knowing all these rules are of great what? Importance. Yes, very good. Because if you don't know these rules, there's no way you can solve questions on them. So you must know all these rules. Okay? So let's look at the rules right now. So you gotta bear with me because anyway you see this sign, let me annotate. Anyway you see this sign over here, which is this, it means raised to the power. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, very good. So when you have this situation where you have a raised to the power of n times a raised to the power of what? N. What do you notice? These two, this first rule says that when you have something like this, the same base, which is this a, it is obvious that you're going to add the powers together.
Yes.
You're going to add the powers together. So when you have the same base, multiplying themselves, remember, multiplying, when you have a raised to the power n multiplied by a raised to the power n, the same base multiplying themselves, just know that you're going to add those powers together. You're going to add those powers what? Together. So for
Okay.
example, if I should have something like this now, 2 raised to the power of 2 times 2 raised to the power of what? 3. You can see that they are both in the same base, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
if they're both in the same base, you're going to be adding the powers together, which will give you 2 raised to the power of what? 2 plus what? 3.
Three.
And that will give you 2 raised to the power of what?
5.
5. Very good. So do you get it now?
Yes,
That's the
sir.
first rule. Second rule says that when you're still applying this same base together, when you're dividing the same base together, the power will be subtracted when you are dividing. So if you have a raised to the power n divided by a raised to the power n, you'll be having a raised to the power n minus n. So you're going to be subtracting the power when you are dividing a base that are what? The same. Okay? So
Yes.
if I'm giving an example, if we should have the same, let's say 2 raised to the power 2, 2 raised to the power 2 divided by 2 raised to the power 3. In essence, this can be written as 2 raised to the power 2 minus 3, which will give us what? 2 raised to the power what? Minus
That's
1.
one.
Very good. Are you saying this now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, beautiful. So now, that's the second rule. The third rule says, when you have a base, when you have a base raised to the power, when you have a base raised to the power, in a bracket also raised to another power, a base raised to the power, and in bracket again raised to another power, what you need to do is to multiply those powers together. So for example, if you have 2 raised to the power of 4, 2 raised to the power of 4, in bracket, you still have raised to the power of 4 again. You can see you have 2 raised to the power of 4 in bracket raised to the power of 4. Sorry? 2
No,
raised to the
I
power of
just
4.
sneezed, sir.
Okay. Sorry about that. When you have 2 raised to the power of 4, in bracket, raised to the power of another 4, the rule says that when you have something like this, you just multiply the power together. So you're having 2 raised to the power of 4 times 4. And that will give you 2 raised to the power of what?
16.
16. 16. Okay?
Yes.
Very good. So as I said before, you must understand all these rules so that you'll be able to apply them in any question. Because if you're able to apply them in any question, you're going to find it very, very what? Difficult. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So now, the next question, if you have, the next rule says, when you have a particular base, let's say you have a times b raised to the power of n. When you have maybe 2 variables or a constant and a variable multiplying each other, and they're raised to the power of a particular number. Those variables, when you expand it, they will have that power as their own. For example, imagine if you have 2n now, raised to the power of what? 2. Are you saying this now?
Yes,
When you
sir.
have 2 raised to the power of 2, this can be rewritten as 2 raised to the power of 2. Are you saying it?
Yes, sir.
And n raised to the power of what? 2. Are you saying this?
Yes, sir.
Very good. And it's quite different when you have something like what is like quite different when you have something like this now. If you have 2 raised to the power of what? 2n raised to the power of 2 in brackets raised to the power of 2. This is quite different. When you have something like this now, this means 2 raised to the power of 2. Are you seeing it?
Yes, sir.
And n raised to the power of 2 times 2. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That will give you 2 raised to the power what?
4. So,
N 2 raised to the power 2 and n raised to the power what?
4.
Yeah. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. So you need to understand that rule very, 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 very well. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma. So okay, as I was saying, so once this is done now, you understand the first rule, the second rule, the third rule, and the fourth rule, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you can now come over to the fifth rule, which is any number raised to the power of 0 will give you 1, which is rule everywhere. Any number raised to the power of 0 will give you what? 1.
1.
Very good. Any power raised to the power of 0 will give you 1. And that rule is always equal. And if A is not equal to that, you can see that only and only if A is not equal to what? 0. So if you have 0 raised to the power 0, it's not going to give you 1. Okay? But 1 raised to the power 0 will give you 1. 2 raised to the power 0 will give you 1. N raised to the power 0 will give you what? 1. Okay?
Okay.
Very good. And the last law, which says a raised to the power of what? N minus 1 in brackets minus n will give you a reciprocal. So any base that is raised to the power of a negative power, something like this, 2 raised to the power minus 1. Are you saying this? If you have 2 raised to the power minus 1, this will give you, automatically give you 1 all over 2 raised to the power what? 1. Are you saying this now?
Yes, sir.
So when you have a negative power, just know it's going to give you 1 all over. So if I'm to give you, let's say 5 raised to the power minus 3, 5 raised to the power minus 3, that will give you 1 all over 5 raised to the power 3. Okay?
Yes.
Very good. So now, if you know this law now, you'll find it very, very easy to solve any question when it comes to what indices. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, beautiful. So let's look at examples now. Let's look at examples. I'm going to clean the whiteboard. I'm going to clean the whiteboard. Okay, so if you look at question 1 now, example number 1, what do you notice about the question? Can you tell me what you notice about the question? Example number 1.
There's uh um times.
Sorry.
I can hear you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you notice about example number 1?
4 raised to the power 2 times 4 raised to the power 3
Okay.
is
So
equals to you add 2 and 3 to make 5.
okay. Okay, 5. Just because they have the same base, right?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, that's good. You're correct. So they have the same base and they're multiplying themselves, you add the power. What about example number 2?
You minus 5 from 2 to get 3 because it's a divide.
Okay, because it's division, so you subtract the powers, right?
Yes, sir.
So that will be 5 minus 2 to give you 3. So that will be 7 raised to the power 3, right?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that's correct. What about example 3?
2 raised to the power 6
Okay. Why did you raise to the power 6?
because it's 3, it has a bracket, so it's times.
Okay, so when you have a particular base to the power in bracket with another power, you multiply those powers together, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
I'm
What about
coming
the,
1 second, sir. Come. I need to do something.
okay,
I'm back, sorry.
back? Okay, welcome back. Okay, so look at example 4, when you have 3 times 4 in bracket 2, you know what that really means? It means that each constant has that power. So that will be 3 raised to the power 2 times 4 raised to the power 2, which will give you 9 times 16 to give you 144, right?
Yes, sir.
Or you actually multiply the number 3 times 4 to give you 12,
No.
and 12 square will give you 144.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes,
But
sir.
in a situation whereby you have a variable in that place, you try to separate it this way. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Example number 5. Can you tell me what it's all about?
You it's going to be 1 over 5 raised to the power 2.
Okay. And
And
that
1
will
over 5 raised to the power 2 is equals to 25.
okay, that will be 1 over 25, right?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. That is correct. That's correct. Okay. So, what is going to happen right now? You're going to try this for me. You're
Okay,
going to
sir.
try this for me. And I said
Is it on
before,
the board right now? Is it right now?
yeah, you're
Right
going to
now.
try it right now on the board for me. Yes. we're going to be using test out. I forgot to say this area because of the network glitches and all that. For every class we'll be meeting, we'll be using 30 minutes for teaching and the remaining 30 minutes for solving past questions.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So prepare your mind for that. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So can you solve this for me on the
Okay, sir.
whiteboard? Yeah. Okay. Question one is correct. Question two is absolutely correct as well. This is also correct. But I want you to actually give me the answer. So I want you to actually give me what is 6 raised to power 5. You give me
Oh,
what 6 raised to power 5 is, okay? You're with your
okay, sir.
calculator, right? You're with your calculator. And you can use
Okay,
your on-screen calculator. Because
okay,
there's
sir.
a situation whereby they might not really leave their answers in index form, or rather in indices. They might give their actual answer. What is 6 raised to power 5? Tell me what it is. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. See? Okay. Is that 4,098?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. This is also correct. Very good. And it's absolutely correct. Great job. Great job. Nice job. Nice job.
Thank you.
Good job. I like this. So now once you understand these rules and you know them, you can apply them in any question of your choice. Knowing these rules, you can apply them in any questions, even both in complex questions, in simple ones, you can apply them anytime, any day. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so because of our time, I'll be going straight to the past questions right now. I don't know if you can take down this assignment pretty quick.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
um, so this is your assignment. So that's on the screen. Can you see it? I need to
Yes.
clean up. I need to clean this up. So you can see that. Okay, beautiful. Thank you.
I'm done. Sir.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. You can also take this additional one down.
Okay.
Look at this evaluation you have here.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
done.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm going to share my screen now, right now, with you. So let's go to the first question immediately. So this is multiple choice question, just 20 questions on this.
Okay.
So can you start solving? So solve
Okay.
question one and tell me what your answer is.
Okay. So,
Okay, beautiful.
did you say question two?
Yeah, question two. Evaluate 505 with power of 0.
Oh, it's
505 with power of
E.
0. But what's question answer for question one? What do you
I'm
get for
not done with
question one?
that yet. Sir.
Okay, not done with that. Okay. What was the answer? Are you finding it difficult to get?
I don't understand the first question.
Oh, you don't understand the first question. The first question says 23 times 242 raised to the power 3 times 2 raised to the power 4, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is 23 times 2 raised to the power 23 times, or what is 242 raised to the power 3? What would that give you?
243,
242 raised to the power 3.
14,300, 14,348,907.
14 what?
14
14
million
million.
348,907.
Okay, beautiful. What is 2 raised to the power 4?
Um, guys, guys 16.
16, right? Very good. What is expected of you to do here is that 242 you're seeing here. Is it possible for you to reduce this to its lowest form? Are you with me?
Yes, yes, sir.
So what times what to give you 242 if you were to divide it in half?
121.
Sorry?
121 times 2.
121 times 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 121 times 2. So 121 times 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
Very good. So 121 times 2 will give you 242, right?
yes,
Okay. So 121. What is 12 121? That is 11, right?
yes, sir.
Very good. So if you have to convert this, let me annotate so that you understand better. So we're having 23 raised to the power of 1, right?
Yes,
Times 11 raised to the power of what? 2, right? Times 2 raised to the power of what? 1, right?
yes,
And all these are in brackets raised to the power of 3 times 2 raised to the power of what?
4.
4. Very good. So if you break it down, so we're having 23 raised to the power of 1 times, this will give us 11 raised to the power of what? 6,
6,
right? Times 2 raised to the power of what?
3.
3 times 2 raised to the power of what? 4, right?
Yes, sir.
So these two are on the same base. So we're having 2 raised to the power 23 raised to the power of 1 times 11 raised to the power of 6, right?
Yes.
Times 2 raised to the power of what?
12. Oh, 7.
7, right?
Yes,
So From what you're seeing here right now, this will be your final answer. So there is no answer for question one, because if you have to multiply this, you won't get any answer that's in any of those options there. Okay?
Yes.
So your answer is 2 raised to power 23 raised to power 1 times 11 raised to power 6 times 2 raised to power 7. So if you are to actually multiply this particular number, you won't get what you actually what you actually meant to get it. If you let's do it together, 11 raised to the power of 6, that will give you 1 million, and there's something like 1 million in that option. Okay? So
Yes.
you won't get that answer. So there's no answer for question one. So what about question two?
It's one. Yeah, it's one.
One. So anything raised to power 0 will give you what?
One.
One. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So question three. Oh, okay. because of our time, John, um, we will continue in the next class, okay? Because of our
Okay,
time.
sir.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
sir.
my our time is already up. I'm supposed to go take your younger brother right now. Okay, so because of that,
Yes, sir.
we'll continue in the next class, okay? But just pay your mind. Do the assignments I gave to you, okay?
Awesome.
So is there any question before I leave?
Mm. No, sir.
No question. Okay. So do have a lovely day.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, John.
All right.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
You're trying to find me.
I can see you.
I can see you.
Yes.
Okay, great. How was your day?
Just fine.
Amazing. Okay, nothing remarkable happened.
Uh,
But none that you can remember. Okay, that's okay. That's actually fine. Yeah, so let's get started immediately. We have a lot to do today. Um, just to remind, just to be sure where we stopped. We did this the last time, yeah?
no, we did something on your phone last time. This was,
No, that was
uh,
oh wait. Yeah, that
yeah.
was Friday. No, that was
Okay.
Friday. I'm talking about the first time we met. That's
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday.
Yes, yes, yes. This is what we did.
Aha. So let me just reiterate that we do grammar on Tuesdays, we do creative writing and reading on Fridays.
Okay.
Yeah, great. So we did this the last time we met, where you spelled, I think you were the one that spelled all of this correctly,
Yes, sir.
but I'm not sure we've done this.
Oh, yeah, we did. We
We
did it. We did
we
it.
did it. Yeah. We did it. Good. I like that you can spot that. So we are moving to the creative spelling now. Yeah, so very quickly, you're going to spot the part of speech. I know we did something about part of speech last time, and you were trying to remember how it was when you learned it a long time ago. So I
Yes.
hope that this joggles your memory further. So yeah, this is the example. The surprisingly agile athlete leapt over the hurdle and cheered. Surprisingly is my adverb. Agile is my adjective. Athlete is my noun. There are many others there, but I'm just choosing these three for now. It's an example for you because I see leapt is the verb. So maybe I should have allowed you to look for that. Then cheered is another verb. So your turn, you will look at this, you look at both sentences and tell me which of them are all of this, just to be sure how much of your part of speech you can remember today. So let's start with read the sentence first.
Um, he not only criticized the proposal, but also offered a compelling alternative.
Okay. Can see you're already thinking seriously. Let's start with she. One step at a time. One step at a time.
Pronoun.
For now, great. Let's move to criticize.
Uh, the verb.
Criticize is what? Say it like you're sure now, John.
It's a verb. It's a adverb.
It's a verb. You got it the first time. Be sure. Don't change your mind.
Okay.
To criticize something is you're doing something, is an action. Don't criticize me. It means I don't want you to do something, yeah? So criticize is a verb, you're correct. Proposal. Tricky one, huh? So this is what I want to start going on in your mind whenever you see a word. I want to start thinking, is it a thing? Is it an action? Is it telling me more about a noun? Is it telling me more about a verb? Is it replacing a noun? Is it telling me a position? Is it joining a sentence? That's what all the parts of speech are. So proposal, is it a thing? Is it an action?
It's a verb.
It's a verb. So I can say, I propose her the man. Try one more time. If you don't get it, I will help you.
Uh,
Proposal. You look at it in a sentence like this. I submitted the proposal to the governor.
adjective.
Okay, you're close. But it's telling you it's just a noun. It's a thing. Right? I was hoping you would think about it in terms of like some maybe papers or some documents. That would be a thing now, right? John, what is the problem? Okay. Don't worry. Yeah, this is you're just starting. I mean, that's why we're here, to make it easy to figure this out. But do you know what but is?
Uh, conjunction.
Conjunction. Look at my scholar. Then what about offered?
Adverb.
Offered
The verb.
is a verb, correct? It's an action you're doing. Then compelling. Compelling. Or look at it together. Compelling alternative. Compelling alternative. Will that help? Okay, let me help. It's telling you more about the
Um,
noun alternative. It's telling you more about the noun alternative. So what part of speech is that?
adjective.
Correct. I've already told you now that the alternative is a noun. So no need to ask you for that one. What about wow? Okay, read the second sentence first.
The second sentence.
This one.
Which one? Oh, adverb.
No, read the entire
No.
sentence.
Oh, the sent. Oh, the solution was unexpectedly brilliant and deep, insightful.
You left out the wow.
Oh,
Don't
sorry.
like the word.
Sorry. Wow,
Okay.
that solution was unexpectedly brilliant and deeply insightful.
Correct. So what part of speech is wow? You see, as small as it is, it belongs somewhere. You've not used it so far. Let me give you some clues. You've not used it so far, but it's here.
Uh, the interjection.
You just made a guess though, but it's correct. Interjection is correct. It's how we express surprise, emotion. Wow. Oh no. What? All of those little words that we use to express emotions are interjections. Okay, that's solution. Let's see solution.
Um, it's
It's the only part of
enough.
speech that has abstract. Correct. See how you were hoping you are correct. Like in noun. Okay. Unexpectedly. It has
Adverb.
ly. Correct. See, you're getting better at this. Brilliant.
Um, adjective.
Describing. Correct. Deeply. Has
Um,
a lie
adverb.
again.
Adverb.
Correct. What's there? Nothing is remaining. Insightful. Brilliant. Insightful.
Uh, adjective.
Correct. Good job, you. You see, practice makes perfect. So as you keep practicing it, you keep getting used to part of speech. Okay, so let's see. This is going to be very easy. I expect. So yeah, smiling already. This is a word that you're supposed to figure out and spell it. But some of the words some of the letters, pardon me, have been given to you. You can only ask for one clue. Have you figured out number one?
Um, no.
Okay, let me give you a clue. Do
Okay.
you want to use your clue now? What?
I'll keep my clue.
You take your clue.
No,
That's
no,
the
I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I'll keep it.
You keep it, okay, okay.
Oh, expectation.
Wow. How did you figure that out? Interesting. Okay, spell it in the chat.
Oh, no, no, no. Mistake.
It is actually, you're
Oh,
correct.
oh, yeah.
You're correct, yeah. So this is an E. Oh, why am I spelling it for you? You're supposed to spell.
Oh, the second one is practice.
Are you sure you're not seeing it somewhere?
No, man. No, man.
Okay. And the last one.
Anonymous.
Ah, I'm beginning to suspect you, John. There's something there's something you can see somewhere and I don't know. Okay. Are you sending me the spellings now?
Am I supposed to write them down?
Write them in the chat, yeah. Let me just see that you can spell all of those words. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let's get into it and find out whether you're correct. So take a look at my slide and take a look at what you spelled. What can we
Yeah,
improve?
I was going to say expectation, but oh, oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
But the first one,
It's
the first
okay.
one has only one space for.
Exactly. I was going to tell you, but I said, let me keep quiet and see if you will fall for it.
I made a mistake in the last
Yeah, the last
possible
one
one.
too. The blank spaces do not necessarily match the spellings. I just wanted you to first guess it, then spell it without relying on exactly what is here. But you got practice. So what do you need to add to expectation?
The A, the
The
T,
A and another T. Yeah. And then anonymous, what's wrong with that?
plus the Y.
The Y. So you say Y, not an E. But yeah, other than that, good job you. I was even surprised you got them. I mean, I was supposed to give you clues. You didn't even eventually use the clue. So thank you for giving me back my clue. Yeah. So let's move on quickly. Yeah. So you're supposed to, this is already, no. I have to do something about this. Yeah. Because the lines already give you the answers. So I had to take it out. So give me the correct answer to,
Uh, the number one is the first one.
okay. Number two.
No, actually, number one is the second one.
Okay. Number two.
Number two is also the second one.
Okay. Number three.
It's the second one.
Okay. Mind you, you're giving me the correct spellings, not the wrong one. Just to be sure we're on the same page. Yeah. So you can continue.
Number four is the second one too.
Okay.
And
Number
number five is the first one.
Okay. So number one, the second, number two, the second, number three, the second, number four, the second, number five, the first. Agreed?
Yes.
All right, let's see. Yeah. I think you only got number 4 and 5 correct. You see why? So number 1 is the first. It's definitely. John, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Definitely. But when we pronounce it, it sounds definitely. So it's easy to make that mistake. But it's definite. Definitely. But you know that E sounds a little bit like A. So it's easy to get confused. But please know that definite is the spelling, not definite. This second one is always confusing. Separate or separate. And it's easy to pick the second one, but it's actually separ. Okay. So you can get that correctly. Then occurrence is double C, double R. You see that I just gave you that because that's what most people misspell. Right? Double C, double R in an occurrence, not double C, one R. Accommodation is double C, double M. You got that right now. Oh no, you said it was the second one too. You only chose the first one, right? For number 5.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And I was worried that I had put all the answers in the first in the first corner. I was like, oh, I hope he's not going to get a clue that everything is the first one. But yeah, good thing that I took out these red lines. So conscience, yes, the one you got correctly, because it is con and science. Okay, because of time, we might not have time to use 2 in a sentence, but do not think everything we're doing so far is just to beef up your vocabulary and your spellings, because I noticed that bulk of your exams will be on creative writing, comprehension, and essays, right? So we are just doing all of this to be sure that your spellings are intact, the vocabulary is expanding, so that when it's time to write, you would write very, very effortlessly. So this is sentence types. We'll just look at this very quickly and then do some past questions that I was able to put together. So this is sentence types, but there are 2 sentence types. There is one according to function. There is one according to structure, right? Don't let me lose you yet, or don't lose me. Either way, it's pretty straightforward, right? Function is what is the sentence doing? I think that's the class I just had with your brother James. Function is all of those declarative sentence, interrogative, exclamatory, imperative. That's what the sentence is doing. John is handsome is a declarative sentence. I knew you were going to smile. It's a declarative sentence, but it's functioning as a statement, right? That's its function according to the sentence types. But when you use that same John is handsome for structure, it's a simple sentence. And we'll find out why it's a simple sentence just now. Okay? So structure is how it looks, right? How it is structured. I don't want to have to say structure is how it is structured. It looks like repetition, but how it looks. When you take a look at it, you can see that, oh, this is a simple sentence. How you can see that this is a compound sentence, and you can see that it's a complex sentence. I'm sure you've heard of those before.
Yes.
Exactly. So we'll just run through that so that when you see a simple sentence, you can tell. When you see a compound sentence, you can tell. When you see a complex sentence, you can tell. And also write. So function, once again, is what they do in a sentence. And structure, what's it called? Yes, structure is how they are put together. Okay? How they all come together to make sense. So what are the 3 types of sentence? I mentioned them as I was talking, according to structure. Yeah, the sentence type we're about to look at. What are they?
Oh, um, wait,
One is on the screen.
sentence,
What?
complex, simple sentence,
Okay.
complex sentence,
Okay. And okay. I'll help out with that one. Compound sentence.
compound
But good
sentence.
of you to remember, yeah. So simple, compound, complex. There's also one compound complex, but it's pretty much advanced. We can take that maybe later on, but for now, we will focus on these three: simple, compound, and complex. Now let's get started with simple. Simple sentence. Can you read it for me? The first one.
The sun is shining.
No, no, no. I mean, what it's about.
Oh,
After simple
con
sentence, you have
contains only one independent clause.
great. Only one independent clause. Now, let me first talk to you about what clauses are. Clauses are just those um uh okay, sorry about that. So clause are those parts of sentence that any part of sentence that can stand on its own, right? Those independent, I said independent clause, right? For instance, I can say I rice, I like beans. So I like rice is a clause. I like beans is a clause. It can stand on its own. I can go to somebody and say, I actually like rice. It doesn't look like anything is wrong with me. But if I go and I say, because he didn't come today, I just walk up to you and say, because he didn't come today. What's You're going to be looking at me like, are you okay? Who didn't come today? What's going on? Right? But independent clause are those parts of a sentence that have verbs and they can stand on, they make sense on their own.
Okay.
So a simple sentence is one straight sentence that makes sense on its own. It has a verb. You can see it in the next one. It expresses a single complete idea. It's not left hanging. You're not wondering what's going on. It has a subject. You know what a subject is?
The like the main
Yeah.
uh,
The person performing the action. So John killed. Okay, let's not use kill. No, John is not a killer. John John picked the pen. John picked the pen. Who is the subject? What's the subject of that sentence?
John.
John is the one performing the action. So John picks the pen. John is the subject. So the verb is
Uh, PM picked.
picked, correct. So we have that's a simple sentence. It expresses a single idea. The idea is complete. It does not have dependent clauses. It makes sense on its own. And it's just one straight clause. Okay, so to speak. So we have examples like the sun is shining. What's the second example?
My brother reads every night.
Is that true? Does James read every night? Okay. Then the next one is she dances beautifully. All of these are simple sentences. You can see it's one straight idea. There is no and, no but, no although, no because. We'll come to those ones. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yes.
this is simple sentence. So give me one of yours.
Um, he walked. He walked down what?
You.
He walked down what?
He walked downwards. Okay. Wonder where he was walking downwards to. Can you can you complete that? He walked down to the. Can you give me that the sentence like that?
He walked down to the stairs
Okay, he walked
to the
down the
office.
stairs. Okay, great. He walked down the stairs. Don't simple sentence can also be long. I mean, if I say he walked down the stairs to get his pen that fell, is that still a simple sentence?
Yeah, that's it.
He walked down the stairs to get his pen that fell.
Yeah. Yes.
It's still a simple sentence. I've not added any other thing, right? I've not used any conjunction. I've not used any other clause. So yeah, he walked down the stairs to get his pen that fell. It's a simple sentence. Are you writing down, John?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I see you looking down, I'm wondering. So that it's not like you're playing game. All right. Okay. Compound sentence. Please let me know if you understand simple sentence before I move on.
Yes, I
All
understand.
good. Fantastic. Compound sentence. This is where we now begin to introduce fanboys. When I say fanboys, yeah. I expected that. I expected that reaction. So you will find out what fanboys are later. But this one now contains two independent clauses that are joined by a coordinating conjunction. And when we say fanboys, we mean for, and, nor. It's just an acronym. So you don't need to panic. You can see it, right?
Yes.
Aha. So any sentence that has this conjunction, bringing two clauses together, we call it a compound sentence. What does F stand for?
For,
What does Y stand for?
yet,
How about B
what,
and N?
nor,
The S.
so,
So let's take fanboys again. Close your eyes. So F is what?
for,
A,
and,
N,
nor,
B,
but,
O,
or,
oh, Y,
um, yet,
and S.
so,
Fantastic. So that's fanboys. So anytime you see these joining two independent clauses, you can call it a compound sentence. Let's take a look at some example. And remember that each of those clauses, what makes them independent is that they can stand alone. They make sense on their own. Aha. So look at this sentence. I love books. Let's ignore the and for now. And say, I love books. What's the second clause?
my sister loves movies.
Fantastic. It makes sense on its own now. We don't have to think twice to understand it. But we are merging those sentences with an and. So I love books. My sister loves movies. It's going to just make someone feel like, why are you talking like you're in kindergarten? Right? I love books. My sister loves movies. It sounds very babyish. So come on, join your clauses so that everyone understands that you are expressing one single idea. So that's when you now bring in the and from fanboys. I
My
love books and my sister loves movies. Right? So what
that's
kind of sentence is this?
compound sentence.
Compound sentence. Amazing. Okay. Then we move to the second example. Can you read it out for me? Read it in the
You,
way we did the first one, right?
he
Read
was,
both clauses. Mm-hmm.
he was tired. He
Mm-hmm.
still went to the gym.
Okay, so what's the coordinating conjunction we used?
What?
But, good. So that makes it a compound sentence. The last one is, I wanted tea. I made a cup. Though if I want to say that other one On its own, I'll need to add it. I'll need to say, I made a cup of tea. But since it's in the same sentence, I don't need to repeat myself. I wanted tea, so I made a cup of tea. Just sounds like too many repetitions. So I can say, I wanted tea, so I made a cup. But if I'm leaving it on its own as a simple sentence, it will be what?
Repeat. Single sentence. It will not make sense.
Exactly, to be, I made a cup of tea. Unless I want to say, I made a cup, like I actually crafted a cup. So this is compound sentence, pretty straightforward as well. Two independent clauses joined by fanboys. That's very easy to remember. Two independent clauses joined by fanboys. So you can look out for fanboys when you're trying to find out what type of sentence it is. Okay, complex sentence. This one now gets a little complex, but not really though. It's still pretty straightforward. Complex sentence. It has one independent clause, but it doesn't use fanboys, and it doesn't have up to two independent clauses like compound sentence does. This one is one independent clause, the one or more dependent clauses. Now, the way we have independent clause that can stand on its own, we also have dependent clauses that cannot stand alone, right? So I already gave you an example. If I walk up to someone and say, although it was raining, does it make sense? It doesn't. It's a dependent clause. But I can walk up to someone and say, we went hiking. That makes sense. I've
Yes.
given you a subject, I've given you a verb, and I've given you what we went to do. So complex sentence has one independent clause, has one or more dependent clause, and is joined together by subordinate conjunction. Subordinate conjunctions like although, because, however, while, when. I think I would have to display some of those subordinate conjunctions for you in the next class so you see. But anytime you see those, just know that this is a complex sentence.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Second.
So the first sentence is, although it was raining, we went hiking. Although it was raining is the dependent. Oh, what am I telling you? Okay, I've used it before, so I can use it
Yeah.
again. Although it was raining is the dependent clause. Now, this is another thing you must remember. It's not compulsory that the independent clause must always come first. And you can see it from the first example. The independent clause is coming last. You can see it.
Yes.
But you know, we can also flip it.
Yes, man.
So flip it, let's see.
We went hiking, even though it was raining.
Fantastic. You chose to use even though, and you abandoned my although. It's still okay. So they say we went hiking even though it was raining. We went hiking although it was raining. So that's the thing about complex sentences. It can flip position. It doesn't have to be static. It's very flexible in nature. Okay? So let's go to the second example. You will read that. You will tell me which one is the independent clause and which one is the dependent clause and what's the conjunction there.
She studies hard because she wants to pass.
Okay, main clause.
The ma the
Yeah, independent clause is also called main clause. Let me tell you that.
uh,
So I can
it's
switch it sometimes.
she
Yeah,
studies hard.
that's the
Um, the independence clause. Yeah.
okay. And the dependent.
She wants to pass
I
because she
knew
wants
you
to
were.
pass.
Aha. So one thing that makes it dependent is that it always begins from the point of the conjunction. Yeah. Because if you say she wants to pass, somebody could say, okay, it can still stand on its own. But if you take the conjunction with it, that's when it stops making sense. So because she wants to pass is the dependent clause. Correct. So what's the conjunction there?
Because
Fantastic. All right, the last one.
um if you listen carefully, you understand.
Okay. Sounds a bit tricky. What's the
The
independence?
independence is if you listen carefully. While the dependence is you will understand.
The independence is if you listen carefully. Okay, John. Hi, John. If you listen carefully. Does that make sense to you? Of course, you're going to be expecting me to say something else.
But you will understand don't make sense too.
It does if you have already asked something. If you've already said, oh, I don't understand, I can say, don't worry, you will understand. Right? Ah.
uh,
Oh, I can say, just stand there. You will understand. That he can on his own. But I can say the if already makes it conditional. So every time I say if you listen, if you do this, someone expects me to add something to make it make sense. So if you listen carefully is the dependent clause. You will understand is the independent clause. So this one is a tricky conjunction. Which one do you think is the conjunction?
if
The if. But do you notice that it's not in the middle?
yes,
There's also the flexibility of complex sentence. If cannot be in the middle. If not, to change the entire sentence. You listen carefully if you will understand. Doesn't make any sense. So if has to go to the beginning so that that sentence can make complete sense. All right?
yes.
Please ask me questions if you have any. Complex sentence is usually is the one that we take the most time to explain because it has a whole lot. Yeah. So let's do some exercises. Maybe when we practice, you will understand. Okay. So you're supposed to label the sentence type. I woke up early and made breakfast.
That's complex.
You have to tell me why you think it's complex.
Because it has and.
When we use and, it's complex.
I'm sorry, compound. I'm sorry.
Aha. Yeah, because
Because
and is from
I'm sorry.
fanboys, remember. Mm-hmm. All right, number 2, read it out and tell
Uh,
me what it is.
Because she was hungry, she ate 2 sandwiches. It's complex because it has because
So if it's complex,
it
good,
adds
you're on the right
to
track.
it adds an independence and
Mm-hmm.
a non-independence.
And
So
independent. Yeah, so it has a dependent and an independent clause. And the dependent clause is what?
um yeah she ate 2 sandwiches.
Which one is that?
The dependence.
Oh, but that makes sense on its own.
Yeah, that's the dependence.
No, that's independent. So independent is the one that can stand on
Oh,
its
yeah,
own. I'm an
sorry.
independent woman, remember? So it means I can stand on my own.
Yeah, I got
So
it.
the one that cannot stand on its own is dependent. It's depending on the main clause to make sense. So because she was hungry, it's a dependent one. All right, the last one.
It's a simple sentence.
That one is straightforward. It's a very simple sentence. Okay. Let's see some real life examples. I woke
Can I
up
read
early
it?
because I had a test. No, it's fine.
It's a complex sentence.
Okay. I like that. Why? No, you have to tell me why.
because it has a dependent clause and an independent clause, and it has
Because as a conjunction. Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. That one is it's fine. Number 2.
my best friend and I went shopping. We saw a celebrity, and
Yeah,
we
so
saw a celebrity. It's a compound
great, because
as an and.
it has and it has 2 independent. So we saw a celebrity can stand on its own. My best friend and I went shopping can stand on its own. Okay, number 3.
If you don't hurry, you will miss the train.
Okay,
It's a complex because it has
amazing.
if,
If you don't
and
hurry.
it has a dependent and an independent clause.
Amazing. Good job, you, John. Okay, that's basically all we have today. We can just write down this assignment very quickly just to practice more. Or we could quickly do that if you... No, just do it as an assignment to practice more. But if you're doing it as an assignment, I'll have to increase this to 2.
Okay.
But if it was supposed to be a classwork, then I can take 1 because of time. So you tell me which one is the dependent and which one is the independent for the complex sentence. We'll just start with that in the next class. So when you're done taking that down, just do that in 1 minute, and then let's see if we can quickly take a look at some past questions. That's true. I asked you to check for the link for me. Were you able to find any?
I forgot about.
I know. I know. It's okay. I actually checked for some over the night, and yeah, that was when I noticed that most of your exam or bulk of it will be comprehension and creative writing. So what we're doing for grammar on Tuesdays is just to prepare you for that creative writing. So what I was able to do is to put together some questions just randomly from here and there. And I was able to come up with a sample of what your exams would look like if they were to focus on grammar. Then for creative writing, I was able to download some PDFs. And that's what we'll basically do on Friday. We'll just spend time looking at some samples I found. You would answer them and we look at your answers together. Just do a critique to be sure. Yeah, so let's see. Let's take a look at the one I was able to put together. So when we come next week, we'll continue, but let's just start to get a feeling of the exam. Okay. Let me close this so far. All right, so this is grammar. I found it for SPAG and SAT. And just put them together to be sure that they follow the sequence we wanted. And of course, since we just learned sentence structure, it makes sense to test it and show it to you in a way that it might be presented in an exam. Okay?
Yes.
So let's go. Number 1, which of the following is a simple sentence? So read through quickly and pick up.
It's B. The boy ran quickly to school.
Okay, nice. I like that too because it's going to be timed, so you have to read quick and answer quick. All right, number 2.
Um, we were hungry, but we had no money. B. It's B.
It's B. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, I said, can you tell me why it's B? We need to
Oh,
be sure that you're not guessing. Yeah.
because it has but.
Has bots. Okay, nice. All right. 3.
It's B as well.
Why is that? So you can just go ahead and tell me why it
It
is.
had although. It has
Okay.
although, which is uh, and it has a independent and dependent clause.
Okay. Nice. And number 4.
D, the girl who sings well won the prize.
Simple sentence. Okay. Okay. You're correct. All right, number 5. Which of the following has 2 independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction?
C.
That is C, correct. Because I cook dinner can stand on his own. He washed the dishes can stand on his own. So we've not looked at compound complex, but I needed to chip it here just to see if you would even have an idea what it is. So let's try.
I ran and jumped.
How can that be compound complex? That's just a compound sentence. I ran and I jumped.
Sorry.
Mhm.
It's B.
It's B, but did you guess?
No,
Okay. So can you try to explain why you think it's B?
because it has but and
Mm-hmm.
it also has because.
Oh, amazing. So you can see but makes it compound, because makes it complex. So it's a compound complex sentence is a sentence that has one independent clause, then 2 dependent clauses. But she failed because she was sick. Those are 2 independent clauses. Oh, he's yawning already. Don't worry, don't we have 4 minutes
No,
more.
no.
Don't worry. But you got it right. So that's B. Okay. 7. I wanted us to get to 10 today, so we continue from 11 next time. So 7, let's see. What's it? Okay, read it so that you are able to.
Because she was tired, she left the party early. She left the party early. No, it's actually because she was tired. So
Aha. So what if you have already chosen that answer?
I was going to.
So you have to think very well before you pick it. Because she was tired is a dependent clause, correct? All right, next one.
E.
A main clause and two subordinate clauses. We call that a compound complex sentence. So I know that he left because he was upset. Okay, that's correct. That's the, you notice that compound complex sentences are always they're longer.
Yeah.
I hope that's not what you're just using to pick.
Oh.
So so I know is a main clause, that he left dependent because he was upset, another dependent. Okay, number 9. We have 2 more to go for 2 more minutes. So let's hurry.
Oh, what? Oh,
Number 9,
it's A.
a simple sentence with one, really.
No, sorry. It's B. It's C. It's C.
You have to be careful.
Oh,
Remember that the goal is to confuse you. Those other options are called distractors, right? So you have to read it very well. It's an independent clause, not dependent. All right, and number 10.
wait, can I see the last question, please?
The last,
Is there any other question for number 10?
any other option? No, this is A, B, C, and D.
Yeah. I
Oh, you
cannot
can't
see.
see C and D. Oh, sorry. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, it's C.
Tell me why.
Because it has because and it has a independence and a
Tell
dependence
me like you're sure.
clause.
Okay, it has one independent and one dependent clause. Good job, you. Well done. So we have section B and C that will continue from in the next grammar class. But just wanted to add this one since we just did complex and compound and simple sentences. So let me know if you have questions. I think our next class is supposed to start now. So if you have questions, let me know. Any question? John, are you there?
Yes, I can hear
Yeah, so do you have questions?
you.
No, all good, great. So I'm looking forward to reading about the sentences you wrote in the next class.
Thank you.
All right then. Have a great evening and see you on Friday.
Same to you.
Yeah. Bye, John. Hello, Darren.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Let me see your video. Nice. Where's the smile you entered the class with? That's it. All right. So yeah, we're gonna get started now. Okay, yeah, Chimamanda's gone. Good. So just maintain this smile. Have you had your your dinner yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So you have dinner immediately after class.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is a whole lot of we're starting a new part of speech today. I'm excited about that. We've done NAVA. Remind me what NAVA is, Darren.
Nouns,
Remind me what NAVA is.
nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs.
Amazing. Nice. Hello, Darren. Can you
Yeah,
hear
hello.
me? Oh, great. So I said we'll be adding one more today. Darren is frozen. Or is it me?
Hello.
Darren, I don't know if it's my network or yours, but you keep
It
freezing up.
says your internet connection is unstable.
Oh, mine. All right, Darren.
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear. Please, can you confirm that you can hear me? So I'm sure it's
I can hear you.
okay, Darren, you can hear me. All right, great. Let's get started. So I said we're going to add one more part of speech to
Okay.
what we've been learning to do our spellings first. We have to do our vocabularies first. So
Okay.
let's get started. Yeah, so this is your clue.
Okay.
I'll give you your clue.
A journey full of a journey full of fun.
These are your clues. So Darren, yeah, clue number one.
A journey full of fun and learning. What happens when you vanish? Another word for very tired. Tells you you the meaning of words. The opposite of cowardly.
You're supposed to pick the clues.
Hmm?
You're supposed to pick one clue and spell for me in the chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
what
So
happens when you vanish?
hold on. A journey full of fun and learning is known as what?
Uh, uh, a tour.
Try one more time.
Journey full of fun and learning.
I can say we're going on an
Fun and Adventure.
Correct. So spell it in the chat. All right. The next one. So now you have an idea.
What happens when
of
you
what-
vanish? Disappear.
Yeah, what happens when you
Disappear.
Great. So spell that.
Hello? I can
Darren,
hear
can
you
you hear
now.
me?
Hello?
I don't know if it's my network.
It's our network. It's really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, Darren, you can keep going. What's another word for very tired?
Exhausted.
Great. So write that down.
Okay. Tells you the meaning of words. Definition.
Nice. Okay. The next.
Opposite of cowardly. Strategically.
Mm-hmm.
Does strategically go?
Say that again.
Strategically.
Darren, do you want to go off video? Let's see if the network will be more stable.
Okay. Hello?
All right. So what's the opposite of cowardly?
Strategically.
Okay. You can write that down if you can spell it. Go ahead.
Oh no.
But it,
I'll go to bed. Go to bed.
Yeah,
Darren, are you there? Okay. Are you still thinking?
yeah. Okay, I think I spelled that right.
Strategically. Okay. Okay, so let's go over this. Adverb correct. Strategically. So it's supposed to be Kali. Strategically. Right? But we pronounce it as strategically because we're fast in pronouncing it. So this is supposed to have A and another A.
Oh.
Hello, Darren.
Yep.
Did you get that? Did you get the explanation I gave for strategy?
Yeah, I did.
All right, so can you spell it again now the way I asked?
Done. Hello?
I don't think so.
Be courageous or brave.
Sorry?
So
I didn't hear what you said.
opposite of, did you get that?
Well,
The opposite of cowardly is courageously. Did you
oh,
hear that?
yep.
Yeah, so not strategic personality traits. So can you spell courageously for me? Correct. That's very good. Okay. Do this next time because of time. We can move on now. So nouns, adjective, and verb revision. So I'll say the word and you tell me what part of speech it belongs to.
Okay.
So for example, I could say spot the verb in this sentence, but the example is the cheerful parrot sang loudly in the morning.
Sorry, I didn't hear you say that.
Cheerful. So when I say the word, you tell me what part of speech it is.
Okay.
All right, so let's start.
The energetic puppy barked happily.
The energetic puppy barked hard.
Adjectives.
Correct. Puppy. Puppy is a what?
Puppy is a noun.
How about backed?
Barked is a verb.
And happily?
Happily, adverb.
Hello, Darren.
Hello?
Yeah, I said happily is what?
Happily is an adverb.
Darren, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, what part of speech is happily?
Adverb.
Correct. So read number 2 and tell me what part of speech the words are.
Jane slowly opened the mysterious box. Jane, noun, slowly adverb, opened verb, mysterious adjective. A box, noun.
All right. Number 3.
We excitedly ran to the ice cream van. Excitedly, adverb, ran, verb, ice cream van, noun. Hello?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
Number
The
4.
boy carefully balanced the books. Boy, noun, carefully, adverb, balanced, verb, books, noun. No?
Darren, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So, great job on identifying all the parts of speech. We'll be moving now to
Hello?
hello, Darren.
Yeah, hello?
Oh, I can hear you. I'm not sure I can hear you so well when you talk. Let me just.
Hello?
It's a
Yeah,
yes. You won't stay in the living room
she's muted, I think. Maybe, yeah.
because I think it's breaking too much. But it says the internet here is full. I think it's from her side.
Yeah, that's what always happens. And then when I go to maths teacher, it's just perfect. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I think it's dropping too much now. Hello, good afternoon, Auntie Abe. I don't know if you can hear me.
Darren, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Auntie Abe. Good afternoon.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
How are you, love?
I'm very well, thanks.
The
I'm
disruption
trying.
is too much. I think it's from your own side. So let's connect this thing. So because the connection here is full, and let me
I don't know
see.
if it's
Yeah, it's obviously from her. Uh, from left, just from you. Do you want to like stay here and study? Yeah.
Yes, please.
Move this thing. Why is your daddy not moving this? Hello, tell them. Why?
It's not here.
Yeah, but it has to push it back. Look at he's ruined this place. Hello? Oh dear. It's not even from here. I think
Can you hear me now?
hello, I can hear you. I think the connectivity from your side is very poor. I'm just moving to another place. Okay, I'm moving Darren to another area, but I think it's from your side because the internet here it's okay. I don't know if she's hearing me. You need to. It's from.
Yeah, Mommy Darren, I can even hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay. I don't know. So the internet here it's okay. I don't know. I think it's from your side. Anyway, let's move Darren. Let's see if it works out. Okay. Thank you. So the sound is good.
I don't know.
Where is the internet?
Yeah, but don't always rely on this because this doesn't always mean that. You know what I
Okay, is
mean?
it better now?
Yeah. Where is the YouTube on there?
Mm-hmm. Now that is. Should I click on it?
Yes, yes. Obviously not from here. The host, okay, content of this
Ah,
is being.
sent to YouTube.
Oh, okay. So the obviously send it to YouTube. Is
Yeah.
that on?
The
Is
TV?
that, yeah,
No.
it's not on. Okay, well, that's to tell the internet is very good. She can't even, I'm not sure if she's here, but the internet is stable. It's not from here. I know she is. Anyway, she's coming up intermittent, please. So just hang on for her. Okay?
Alright.
Hello, Darren. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, great. All right, so I had to switch devices. Let's see if it's better this way. But you have to let me know you can hear me, okay?
Okay.
All right, great. So this is, we've done all of this, we've done all of these. Yes, we're supposed to start with conjunction. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Great. So we've talked about nouns, verbs, basically never. And this is another part of speech that's very important,
Yeah.
right? So one major thing you need to know about conjunction is that they link ideas, right? They link ideas together. So for instance, I can say, I like rice, I like beans, right?
Okay.
Or I like rice, I like beans better. There's something missing there.
Okay.
I like rice, I like beans better. What do you think is missing there?
But.
But exactly. But if I just leave it open and I say, I like rice, I like beans better, it's not wrong, but then again, it's not well phrased. So someone will be looking at you and wondering, why can't you just piece all your sentences together so that it makes one complete sense? So conjunction helps us do that. We have different types of conjunction. Okay. And
Okay.
the first one is known as coordinating conjunction. Now, the major thing you need to know for coordinating conjunction is that we have an acronym for it, fanboys.
Okay.
So you can see FAN is like an acronym. F stands for what? You can see it on the screen, right?
Yeah.
So F stands for what?
It's very tiny, but I can see it.
It's very tiny, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see if I can zoom. I'm not so sure. Can you zoom from your own end? Is it possible?
Yeah, it is.
Aha, so please zoom from your end. This looks like I can zoom from here.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so F stands for what?
F.
Fanboys. We're looking at fanboys. It's an
Fanboy.
acronym we use in coordinating conjunction. Yes.
Yeah.
So for coordinating conjunction, we use fanboys, and F is for what? Can you see it on the screen?
Fanboys.
Mm-hmm. It's under types. Number one. Have you seen it?
No.
Can you see the slide I'm looking at? Let's connect, meet the mighty conjunction. Is that where you are?
No, instead. Yeah,
So
I'm on that now.
aha. Okay. So let's see. I said conjunctions are words that link ideas. Said that, and helps our sentences flow better. So
Yeah.
we're looking at types now, and I said fanboys is an acronym to always remember what types of coordinating conjunctions we have.
Okay.
So if you can see fanboys, can you tell me what F is?
F.
The first F, fanboys.
Oh. 4.
Great. A,
And.
N,
Nor.
B,
But.
O,
Or.
Y,
Yet.
and S.
So.
Great. So close your eyes quickly.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can remember these. What does N stand for?
Nor.
What about Y?
Yet.
Okay, how about F?
4.
Fantastic. And one last one, B.
B, 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 B. But.
Amazing. So whenever you see fanboys being used in a sentence to connect two main ideas, we'll look at what we mean by main ideas now, right? It's a coordinating conjunction. So if I say I was hungry, so I made a sandwich. First of all, what is the conjunction there from fanboys?
So.
Correct. So we can say I was hungry, I made a sandwich. It's not wrong, but it's not sounding really put together. But when we include the so in the middle, it makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Great. So look at the second one. That's for subordinating conjunction. This one, remember the first one is two main ideas, two main clauses. I was hungry. I made a sandwich.
Yeah.
Both of them make sense on their own. You can say I was hungry, and then you can also say I made a sandwich.
Yeah.
Everybody understands what you mean. But for subordinating, one can stand on its own. One is main. The other one has to rely on that one to make sense. So one makes sense on its own. Two clauses, one makes sense on its own, but one doesn't. And we call that one that doesn't make sense on its own the dependent clause. So although it was raining, we played outside. You can't walk up to someone to say, although it was raining, but you can walk up to someone to say, we played outside.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, right? Aha.
Yeah.
So for that one, we have conjunctions like because. I didn't go to school because I was sick, for instance. Because is a conjunction that joins I didn't go to school and I was sick together. You can walk up to someone to say I didn't go to school and they will say, oh, okay, but why didn't you go? But you can't walk up to someone to say because I was sick. So that makes that a dependence clause and I didn't go to school, the main clause. We'll look at that shortly, but I just wanted to explain it as we're talking about the types. So what are the types of conjunction that we can use under subordinating?
Correlative.
Under subordinating. What are the types? The same way we have fanboys for coordinating conjunction. What are the types we can
Is
use?
it under subordination?
Subordinating, yeah.
Yeah, correlative.
No, correlative is the third type. It's on its own. Under subordinating, you have because, although, while. Can you say it?
Yeah.
Aha. So under coordinating, we have fanboys, for, and, nor, but, or, yet. So under subordinating, we have, can you list them for me?
Under subordination. Either.
Like, okay, as part of, maybe is it under that is confusing you? As part of subordinating, yes. Or types of subordinating. We have what?
Because, although, while, since, if.
Exactly. So if you see those in a sentence, know that they are conjunctions. Correlative is the third type, and this one, you just need to think pairs whenever you hear correlative. Pairs. Okay? They always go in pairs, they never go alone. So either or. Either you clean your room or no screen time. Either you read your book or you will not pass. Either you then neither as well. Neither the boy nor the girl was present in school. Then not only did she read very well, but also she also played as well. So all of that they are all correlative. They go hand in hand with each other. You can't use one on its own. So before we move to the next one, you're going to give me one sentence for each. Okay, so you use each of the conjunction to make one sentence of your own. So for
Okay.
coordinate, give me one sentence with any of those conjunctions listed beside it.
Uh, uh, I went to the cinema with my friend, but he hasn't arrived yet.
Great. You even used to. I went to the cinema with my friend, but he hasn't arrived yet. That's amazing. That is a coordinating conjunction. Both of them can stand on its own. You can say, I went to the cinema with my friend. You can say, he hasn't arrived yet. All right, subordinating. Give me one with any of those conjunctions listed.
We're subordinating.
Yeah, just give me a sentence and use any of those conjunctions there.
Is because one.
Yeah, because is one. Because, although, while, since, if.
Only two in last it goes to your back. Yeah, you're comfortable.
Yeah. Um, I got detention because I was late to school.
I hope that's not true, Darren.
No.
Okay, great. Yeah, but that's correct because
Hello?
Darren, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So yeah, I said number 3, you have to use a correlative conjunction, either or, neither nor, not only but also.
Okay. I have to use correlative.
Yes, it's correlative this time.
Okay.
Darren, are you there?
Yeah. I'm just
Still
thinking.
thinking.
Neither, either, or.
If it's neither, it has to be nor.
Nor.
So fill it up.
My friend said he didn't like the movie, but I didn't like it either.
Hmm. Okay. No, you didn't use that as a conjunction. You just used that as a normal word. So it has to go in pairs, remember?
Mm.
Yeah. So start it with either, let's see.
What does neither mean again?
Okay, Greg, let
Is
me
it
explain this.
is it the same thing as either?
No, it's not. So either is I would say more of it's a question of positive or negative. So neither means none of. Either means one of. Do you understand? So if I
Okay.
say either you do this, it means I'm giving you a choice between this or this. But if I
Okay.
say neither, it means none of these. So neither my mom nor my dad can cook. That's not true though, but that's just a sentence. So neither my mom, it means none of them can cook. Do you understand?
Okay.
Either you sweep your room or no more screen time.
Okay.
I'm giving you a choice between two things. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Not only did you disobey, you also embarrassed her. So that's for the last one now. You see that they also go together. Not only did you also. So those are correlative conjunctions. So
Okay.
either or is giving you a choice. One, neither nor is telling you that none of these apply.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Darren, are you there?
yeah, I told him to either eat the red pill or eat the blue pill.
Fantastic. I hope the red pill is going to make him rich. And the blue pill, what would they do?
The red pill will give you 100 million in
Okay.
a year, and the blue pill will give you 1 euro every second.
€1 every second.
Mm-hmm.
So which one will you choose?
1 euro every second. I think it's more than 100 million a year.
Have you done the math?
Nope.
Okay. I'm not sure you have time to do the math if you need to choose. So, but I think it makes sense to pick €1 every second over 100 million because €1 every second in 100, is that 100 second or 1,000 seconds? You would have your €100, your 1 million, or is it 100 million?
100 million.
Yeah, so maybe in 1,000 seconds you could make it's either between 1,000 or 10,000. Well, this is not a math class. We would do the math some other time. But yeah, I think I'll take the red. Is the blue pill that's supposed to give me €1 every second, right?
No, the red pill.
The red pill, okay. I think I'll pick that too. I really hope that happens, yeah?
Yeah.
There's a pill like that to take. Oh, okay, so yeah, your sentence is I told him to either take the red pill or the blue pill. Now, either, then you put the option, or you put the second option. That makes a lot of sense. Can you try neither?
Neither.
Mm-hmm. Use it in the same sentence you just made.
Neither my friend can cook nor me.
Okay, that was correct, but you just needed to arrange it better. Neither my friends nor me can cook,
Oh,
right? Neither my friends nor, I think that's supposed to be nor I. Or neither I nor my friends can cook. Yeah, so it's I, not me. You can't say
okay.
me can cook. So it's I can cook. Yeah. What's that?
Okay.
Okay. So that's that. I wanted you to use neither nor with the red pill and blue pill sentence.
I have to use neither nor. The red
Try
pill.
neither nor.
Okay.
So I told him to. That was the beginning of the sentence, if I can remember.
I told him to either take the blue pill or red pill.
Yeah, so replace either now. Let's see.
How am I going to use neither?
The same way you used either.
I told him to neither
Mm-hmm.
pill nor the red pill.
Correct. So you're telling him now to take none of them. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand now.
So you don't want him to be rich. So you told him to take none of them. Okay. All right, let's move on. Conjunction matchup game. Let's see. I love cake. I don't like ice cream. What should be there? What can join them?
Sorry, say that again?
I love cake. I don't like ice cream. What can we use to join them?
I like cake. But I don't like ice cream.
Correct. So this one is from Fanboys. We went inside. It started to rain.
We went inside and it started to rain.
Okay, I can take that. Can also be when it started to rain. I
Okay.
will play. I finish homework.
I'll play
We are
when I finish homework.
great. So after I finish homework. Okay. Mom was tired. She made dinner.
Mom was tired.
This one is from Fanboys. That's the clue.
Mom was tired. Mom was tired. And she needed dinner.
Mm-mm.
Mom was tired for she needed dinner.
No. She was tired and still she made dinner. So what can we put in the middle?
She's tired and
Mm-mm.
no,
Can be and.
I didn't mean to put and. She was tired, but still made dinner.
No, don't use mine. I just use that to explain to you. Pick one from Fanboys.
Mom was tired after she made dinner.
Is there after in Fanboys?
I think so.
No, there isn't.
Fanboys
Maybe
for
it's on-
and nor
Mhm.
uh but or yet so. Oh, okay. Uh Mom was
Are you
tired.
paying yet? Or
Mom
you're
was
just
tired,
reading them out?
but Mom was tired yet still made dinner.
So which one are you picking?
Yet still made dinner.
Fantastic. Haha. Mom was tired, yet she made dinner. Even with her tiredness, she still made dinner. So that's yet. Correct. All right, the next one. I think the next one I already left the conjunction there. So let's see if we can use another conjunction.
Which one?
Number 5.
You can have milk. You can have juice.
Oh no, that's not the conjunction. So yeah, there's supposed to be a conjunction there.
Is that a conjunction? Ugh. Is that a conjunction?
What are you pronouncing?
Sorry.
Okay. It's a conjunction, yes. But there's something that should come before juice.
You can have orange juice or milk.
It's orange a conjunction.
It's meant to be a conjunction.
No, it's not. Okay, this one, let me give you a clue. This one is from correlative.
You can have either juice or milk.
Correct. You can have either juice or milk. Okay. All right, let's do this. This one now.
Dive into
This one should be a
conjunction.
great. I wanted to call you. What did you put there?
I wanted to call you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see the sentence.
Really?
Yeah, because I think I'm too zoomed in.
Yeah. Can you see it now? Can you zoom in and see it now? The one that has a dice, roll a conjunction board game.
Yeah, okay, now I can see. Scrolled up. I wanted to call you, but my phone died.
Okay, number 2.
He enjoys reading, but hates writing.
Good. Okay.
Yet you study hard, you'll pass.
Really?
Yeah.
You say that to people? Is that a
Yet you
sentence?
study hard, you will
Yet you
pass.
study hard, you will pass.
Yeah.
Yet? No, 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 that doesn't work at all. That's not English. Maybe that's German. So let's put something else there, please. But
When
that
you
one is
study hard, you'll pass.
okay. Yeah. You
We,
can
we
say
can
when.
go outside when it's not raining.
Okay.
When the lion, but the tiger is
Why is
dangerous.
everything when? Why do you think when is your escape route for everything? When the lion, when the tiger. So
Uh,
this one is creative now. As long as you've seen 2 dashes, you should know that these ones are supposed to be in pair.
neither the lion nor the tiger is dangerous.
So they are not dangerous. That's what you're saying. Neither.
Well, you could raise them really well to not be dangerous.
You could do what?
You could raise them not to be dangerous,
Well,
like a
in this
dog.
sentence, they are dangerous.
Okay.
This is Professor Darren that didn't come to class on Friday. So you're in class now. Welcome.
I came to class on Friday.
No, that wasn't Darren that was in class on Friday.
What?
That was the moody Darren.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
what happened to you that day anyway?
I'm just having a bad day.
Oh, what happened? You didn't
Mm,
score in your football game.
I was just tired.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Uh,
How was your math class after then? Because I kept wondering if you were going to do math that way too.
it was okay.
That's okay. Okay. So try to rest before class on Friday so that
Yeah,
I
because
don't I won't
my class is like after school, right after school, so like
there no, they can't be right after school. Classes are now I think your class.
well now it's 7, but it used to be like 6 when like it's like an hour after I come back from school.
When do you get back from school?
Like 3,
Uh-huh. And this class is for 6.
3 something.
So you have like 2 hours or more to rest before the class.
That's not
So it's not
enough.
right after.
It's not
It's by 6, right? So try to get some rest always before class, okay?
yeah.
I like Professor Darren better than Moody Darren. All right. So when the lion, when the tiger.
Oh,
Oh, is
okay.
that not what you said? Neither the lion nor the tiger is dangerous. That's not true. So it means that doesn't work.
Either the lion or the tiger is dangerous.
Ah, still doesn't do it for me. I think you can try the last option in correlative.
Wait, empty, but also.
I've been using it in a sentence since, not only,
All right,
but also.
all
So
right.
try,
Scroll down. I want to see the sentence now.
okay? So try the not only, but also. Let's see.
Only the lion. Only the
Not
lion.
only, not only has to go together, not
Not
only.
only the lion, but
Hmm.
also the tiger is dangerous.
Okay. I think
Yay!
that works better. All right, the last one. She didn't win.
But she tried her best.
Yeah, although she tried her best. Yeah. So we'll do deep dive next time. I just wanted you to have an idea what conjunctions are. Then we'll
Okay.
go deeper into it in the next class. All
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, so your assignment is pretty straightforward. You can just
Okay.
write it down. We're still
Yeah.
doing revisions on adverbs, adjectives, then write one sentence for each of the types of conjunction.
Should I say that again?
Write one sentence for each of the type of conjunction.
One sentence for each conjunction.
Yeah. So before we go, fan boys. F for what?
Fanboys. For
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
nor but or yet so.
Correct. Well done, you. Good job. Okay, I think we can go now.
Okay.
Yeah, your math teacher is here already.
Okay.
See you on Friday, Darren. Bye.
You know, Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, Darren, how you doing today?
Doing good?
You're doing good, right?
Yep.
Okay. I would love to see your face today. Can you please help me turn on your video? I love seeing you smile. Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. Are you making use of your phone or your laptop?
What?
Are you making use of your phone or your laptop?
On my laptop.
Okay, 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 okay. You're not sitting on the table. Hmm?
Hello? Hello?
So, Darren, are you there? Are you with me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah. So did you do the assignment I gave to you?
Yeah, should have.
Okay.
Let me check. I'm pretty sure I don't done it.
Okay. So let me
Well,
share my screen.
I'm like 80% sure. Yeah, I did.
You did
Yeah.
your assignment. Okay, beautiful. I want to get a question for you. I will get a question out. Okay, you're showing me the question. You're showing me your solution. Okay, what is the interest on this and this? Okay, beautiful. Absolutely correct. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job.
Yes.
You are correct. You're correct. Okay, you're correct. Nice job. I was about to bring out a question right now so that we can compare. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to bring out the question right now. Okay. I'm coming.
Okay.
Then let's talk about simple interest. It's not about simple interest. Okay. So now it's about bring out the question, which is this. So I told you to do this as your assignment, right? You can see this. Okay. So, and you absolutely got the correct answer, which is absolutely what? Correct.
Correct.
Beautiful. Yeah. So, um, before we do anything, I said before, I'd love to test your previous knowledge. Can you just solve this one question for me? Can you solve this one question for me? Are you ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. And the question says, I'm going to type it down. And it says, if Chizara borrowed borrowed if Chizara borrowed $200 and if Chizara borrowed $200 and she invested it in a food business for 3 years at 2% 2% rate. They find the what? Simple interest. Can you do that for me right now?
Okay.
Find the simple interest.
Okay. Okay, this one's not too hard. 12.
12 what?
$12.
$12. Absolutely correct. $12. Remember what I told you? Putting in your unit is very, very important. You can't do without putting in your unit. If you don't put in your unit to represent anything. Okay? So $12 is absolutely what? Correct. So you're absolutely correct. I'm very, very happy you can remember what that is. But before we continue, can you tell me the formula for simple interest? What is the formula for simple interest, for finding simple interest?
P times R times T divided by 100.
Beautiful. P times R times T divided by what? 100. Nice job, nice job, nice job. Nice job, Darren. Okay, so let's go into what we have today immediately. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen with you right now. Share my screen with you, and we have
Okay.
you know what I told you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I told you, that when it comes to simple interest, you could be asked to find the principal. You could also be asked to find the rate. You can also be asked to find the time, and as well as the amount. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So you must be able to do all this. So as I said before, we'll be taking them one by one. Now we can find a simple interest. Today we'll be learning how to find the principal. Today we'll learn how to do what? Find the what? Principal. So if you remember our previous knowledge, people must have been taught, people must have been taught how to calculate simple interest, and you must have memorized or studied the formula for finding what? Simple interest. Okay?
Interest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good. So let's continue. It says here, finding the principal. How do we find the principal? Are you ready?
Yeah.
How do we find the principal? How do we find the principal? It says, we know the original formula for finding simple interest is P times R times T divided by 100, right?
Yeah.
So now to find the principal, we got to do something quite different. And that's what we call rearranging the formula to make that principle stand alone. We call it subject of formula.
Okay.
Subject of the formula. So you know that simple interest, let me annotate for you. You know that simple interest like S dot I is equal to P times rate times time all over 100, right?
Okay.
So now, when we got to rearrange this formula in order to make the P stand alone, which is the principle we're looking for, we're going to do it such a way that this letter P, which is the principal, must stand alone in this formula. And how do we do that? We're going to cross multiply. I'm just trying to prove to you how we're making P the source of formula. I don't want to give you the formula directly, but I want to show to you how we make the P the subject of formula. So when we cross multiply, you can see this now. We'll be having simple interest times 100 we'll be having simple interest, which is SI, times what?
Yep.
100.
100.
Yeah. Is equal to P R T, right?
Wait, so that's
Which is principal
basically
times rate times time.
P times R times T without dividing it.
So what did you say?
That's basically P times R times T without dividing it.
Your voice is a little bit cracking. I didn't hear what you just said. What did you just say?
It's basically P times R times T without dividing it.
Yes. But remember, we are making P the set of formula. So in order to make P the set of formula, we're going to divide both sides by RT.
Okay.
RT. So we divide both sides by RT. Don't worry, you'll be taught this thing in your JSS3, making subjects, making variables subject of the formula. So this we cancel out. This we cancel out. So we are left with P is equal to simple interest, which is SI, times 100 all over R times T. Are you seeing it?
Yeah.
Simple interest times 100 all over R times what?
T.
T. Yeah. So do you see this now?
Yeah, I think I get it.
Oh, okay, beautiful. So you get it now. Okay. So if you want to find the principal, you must apply this formula. Principal is equal to simple interest times 100 all over rate times time. Okay?
Okay.
So once you know this now, you can solve any question when it comes to principal. Okay?
Okay.
So let's look at this. Let's look at this example. Look at example number 1. It says, given that the simple interest is equal to 240, your rate is 50 cents, and your time is 2 years, find the principal. How do we find the principal? How do we find the principal?
Given.
How do we find the principal? So remember,
So we need to
we
do.
use the formula. Okay. We use the
Okay.
formula, which is simple interest times 100. Remember.
Yeah.
Remember that, sorry, I'm just trying to get it right. Remember that our principal, P, is equal to, what's our simple interest in that question? 240 naira, right?
Yeah.
Times 100, right?
Yeah.
Divided by, what's our rate?
6.
6, right? Yeah, let me write it correctly. Our rate is what? Our rate is
Divided by 6
what's our
times
time?
2.
Times 2. Very good. So we can actually start dividing right now. 2 here, 1. 2 in 100 is going to give us what? 50, right?
50. Yeah.
6 here, 1. 6 in 2 fourths is going to give us what?
4.
That is what? Is
4
it just 4 or 40?
is
40.
4.
Because 6 in 24 will give us 4. 6 in 0 will give us what?
6.
0.
6 divided by 4.
24 divided by 6 will give us 4. Then 0 divided by 6 will give us what? 0.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
So that makes it 40. So 6 times 40 will actually give you 240, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So we're left with 40 times 50 all over 1 times 1. What is 40 times 50?
200.
40 times 50, 200. Are you sure? Did you calculate it using your pen?
2000.
2000. Thank you. 2000. That will give you 2000. 2000 all over 1. What is 2000 all over 1?
2000.
What is 2000 all over 1?
2000.
That will give you 2000 naira. 2000 naira, right?
2000.
Yeah, 2000 naira. Remember, your unit is it's of great importance. You know, when we're talking about principal, we're talking about naira. When we're talking about rate, we're talking about percent. And when we're talking about time, we're talking about years as unit. So principal will be 2000 what? Naira. 2000 naira. Okay? Do you
Okay.
get it?
Yeah.
Okay, look at it. Look at example number 2. Example number 2.
Okay. 150
Example number 2.
rate
So look at it.
5% time.
Okay.
Okay. So we start this. So 150
Okay.
times
Okay.
100 is is 15,000. And then 5 times 3 is 15. So
Very good. 15,000 divided by 15 will give you what?
will give you 1,000. 1,000.
1,000 naira. Okay, very good. 1,000. So that means you have 1,000 naira as your what? Your principal.
Yeah,
You have 1,000 naira as your principal, which is absolutely what? Correct.
correct.
1,000 naira as your principal. So you can
Okay.
see this. Finding the principal is not that hard. Finding the principal is not that hard. Okay.
Yeah.
So as long as you know the formula, you can bypass any question given to you. You can answer any question given to you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, beautiful. So let me test your ability right now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So this is what I want you to do right now. Let's go. To find the principal, question 1, given this, question 2, given this, question 3, also given this. So for each
Number
answer you
1
get,
is
Darren, I will
Huh?
need you to calculate it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I would love to calculate it and type your answer on the chat. Okay?
Okay.
Do that for me now. Calculate it and type your answer on the chat.
Okay. Okay.
I need to type the answer in the chat, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Have you finished writing?
I
What question
I
one
typed
did
the
you
first
get?
question. I got
Question
1,500
1,500 what? You must always
naira.
put your so put it there. Put it there. If you don't put it there, I won't mark it. I'm gonna spell it for you. I'm gonna mark it down. So
I put it in chat.
I know you put it in chat, but you didn't put your unit.
I
As I said
can't.
before,
I'm on computer.
you're typing on your mom's computer.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't know where the hashtag is.
Hashtag.
Yes, the hashtag. You know what the hashtag looks like?
Yeah. Wait, do I even
So
have hashtag on this?
yeah, you should.
Yeah, okay, I do. Then what?
Okay. You click on the hashtag and you put 1,000, 1,500. It shows that that is Naira. The hashtag looks like a Naira sign.
Okay.
Okay, very good. That is correct. Beautiful. Yes.
Teacher,
Yeah.
can I go use the bathroom?
Okay. You can use it pretty
I'll be back in
quick.
2 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Welcome back. Yeah,
Sorry,
welcome
I'm
back.
back.
Yeah, welcome back. Okay. So as I was saying, we can solve the second question.
Okay.
We can solve the second question. I don't know what it is.
Is it is it 1,500 again, maybe? Is it
Question
1,500?
If you want, didn't you calculate it? Can you please on your video? Calculate and be sure of the answer. Or if you're guessing,
Wait, does it say 1,500? Wait a minute. Yeah, 1,500.
is it 1,500?
Yeah. Is that correct?
$1,500. That's your principal.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do it together. So that will be 90 times 3, 90, which is simple interest times 100. 90 times 100 all
Is
over 3 times 2.
9,000.
So 1,500 is actually what? Correct. $1,500 actually correct.
Wait, I thought it was Naira.
So I changed it to dollars.
Oh,
I just changed it to dollars. Okay. So since remember that I just changed it to dollars. Okay. So let's give it a
my
okay.
keyboard has that. Okay.
So do the third question. Yeah.
Okay, let me do it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes. Yeah.
So what did you get as your answer?
1,500.
1,500. Are you
Okay.
sure it's 1,000? Are you
Third
sure it's
one.
1,500?
What?
Check it very well. Are you sure it's 1,500?
The second one is 1,500.
Yes, that is correct. What about the third one? Are
Okay,
you
the
on the
third
third
one.
question?
Okay.
Yeah, I have to do the third one. That is absolutely correct. So the short one, what is it going to be?
$5,000.
5,000 what?
$5,000.
Check in the chat, it's right to the chat. $5,000. Okay, that's also correct. $5,000 also what? Correct.
Yes.
Absolutely correct. So you can see that you've automatically learned how to find simple interest and
Yeah.
also the principal.
Yeah.
You automatically learn how to find the simple interest and as well the principal.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So you can see that it's not that hard of a thing when you're looking for simple interest and principal. The same thing goes with the when you're looking for the rate and the time. I know that on Friday we'll be looking at how to find the rate and as well the time. Okay. On Friday. We'll be looking at how to find the rate and the time. But when it comes to principal, I know that is easy. So if I'm to summarize this particular class, and I ask you, what is the formula for finding the principal? What will you tell me?
Simple interest times 100 divided by rate and time. Rate times
Very
time.
good. Rate times time, very good. And what is principal? And what is principal?
Principal is the amount saved.
is the amount paid or borrowed, right?
Yeah.
Is the original amount borrowed or what? Paid. Remember
Paid.
that, you know that what is simple interest?
Simple interest is the amount of money borrowed that needs to be paid back.
Amount of money borrowed that needs to be paid back. Are you sure? Is that what I told you? If you could
Uh,
remember.
yeah.
Why are you showing me your stomach?
Huh?
Why are you showing me your stomach?
Trying to lift the thing up. There.
Okay, okay. So what is simple interest? Simple interest. I'd love to know what simple interest is.
Simple interest
Tell me what
is
simple interest is.
the amount of money
Mhm.
borrowed that's paid over time.
Paid over time. Very good. Okay. And principal is the original amount borrowed for what? Saved, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you look at the evaluation question, it says, what does P stand for?
Principal.
So what is the formula for principal? Finding the principal.
Simple interest times 100 divided by rate, no, divided by rate times time.
Divided by every time. Okay, that is beautiful. And what the last question with the question three, find the principal given this. What would that be? Can you solve that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it 100?
Not is it one. Tell me if it's 100, 100,
100
100 what?
dollars.
Is that what you're gonna say? $100?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Check it very well.
Wait, let me calculate that again.
I love the fact that you're calculating it mentally. So what the
1,000.
fact
1,000.
okay. Um Darren, I'd love you to do something for me. Yeah, your mind is very, very it's just like the calculator. You're trying to do it mentally, which is absolutely nice, beautiful. But there are some situations whereby you just have to write down the numbers so you don't get them mixed up. Okay?
Okay.
So when you write them down, you'll find it more easier. You'll find it more easier to calculate. Okay? I know you want to do it mentally, yes, this is that, but you might have them all jumbled up and you might be giving like now you just say the answer is $100, which is not meant to be. So if you've written it down and actually look at what you've written down and try to calculate, you will find out that your answer will be $1,000. Okay? So as I said before, there's nothing wrong in you writing your solutions down, okay? There's nothing
Okay.
wrong in that. Okay, very good. So that you don't actually say answers that are not correct. Okay, so write them down, look at them, calculate, then tell me what your answer is. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So that answer for question three is actually what? $1,000. Okay?
Okay.
Very good. Nice job. Okay. So before we continue, I'd love to give you some work on quizzes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what quiz is all about, right?
Sorry?
I said, you know what quiz is all about?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So prepare your mind. I'm going to give you some work on quizzes right now. Sorry. I'm going to get a link for you right now. With you. With you, Darren.
Mm. Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm just trying to get the questions for you right now. This is what is the link right now. What is the link right now? Let me get this link. And in users you're no longer bearing quizzes any longer again. It's no longer quizzes they're bearing again. Now they've changed their name to Way Ground. So
Hello?
hello, are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
here.
I said they don't longer bear quizzes any longer. They have a new name, which is Way Ground now. So I'm going to get the questions for you right now. Still loading. Okay. Good. So let's go to our chat now. Okay, so that's the link there. Can you join?
Okay. Called Wayground now.
Yeah, so that's the new name now. So I'm sharing my screen with everyone so that they'll see your progress on the task given to you. Okay. Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
You're beginning your task.
Huh? Bruh, the interest rate is in decimals. Hello?
I'm with you.
The interest rate is in decimals. That's fine.
Okay, the interest rate is just about. Is that why you are free? Okay.
Yeah, I can't do it. It's in decimals.
You can't do it in decimal.
Yeah,
Why is that?
I don't know, cause I just tried to calculate it and I got 7.5 from the interest rate and the time together. And then once I put it to starting money, 350, 7.5 times 350 is hello?
And I'm with you. I'm with you.
It said over and it just kicked me out.
I was one that ended it, okay? I ended it.
You ended it.
Yeah. That particular one was not for your level. That was why. That one was for year 7. Okay.
Okay.
Let me get your own level. Okay. That's why it's a decimal. Let me get your own level. Okay.
Okay.
Right. I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay. I'm getting the code now for you. Okay, so go back to your chat now.
Okay.
Okay, so click on that one. Have you clicked on it?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
It's still in decimals. Still in decimals.
What is in decimal?
It says principal interest rate 3.5 time.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Oh,
time's not in years, the times are in months.
the times are in what?
Months, and the interest rate is in decimals again.
Trying to figure out the question. Okay, question 7 says the principal is $8,000. Interest rate is
No,
3.5.
question 3.
Question 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you read out the question for me?
Principal 800, interest rate 3.5, time 6 months. Find
Yeah,
find the interest earned.
and yeah, that's what I'm talking about too. So
Oh,
if you're given the time in 6 months, if you're given the time in months, you need to convert the months to years. You need to
okay.
convert the months to years. And how do you convert it to years? Just say 6
Make
divided
it a
by
decimal.
12. Yeah, 6 divided by, it's not compulsory to make it a decimal. You can write it in this format. Look at this. You can write it in this format.
Okay.
You can say simple interest. Simple interest SI is equal to 800. Is 800, right?
Okay.
Times, what's our rate there? 3.5, right?
Okay.
3.5 times our time is 6 months. So as we're converting to years, it's going to be 6 all over 100. Are you seeing this?
Yeah.
Times 12. Are you seeing it now? If you're
Yeah.
converting the months to years, it's 800 times 3.5 times 6 all over 100 times 12. From there, you can now divide 0, 0 cancel 0, 0, 0, right? So we now have we have 6 here, 6 here, 1, 6 in 12 is what? 2,
2.
2 here, 1, 2 in 8 is what? 4, right?
Yeah.
So I'm left with 4 times 3.5. So what is 4 times 3.5?
Oh, 4 times
3.5,
3.5
yeah,
is
that's 14.0.
14.0.
Yeah. And 14.0 is in the option.
Is 14.
That's 14, correct. You can see it now. So there's something so hard in it, okay?
Okay.
At least from this, you're learning something new. You're
Okay.
learning something what? New.
New.
Yeah. So continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of those questions again. Let's see.
Okay. So you are 100% class accuracy, 100%,
7.5.
100% class accuracy. That's nice.
Oh, my brain is scrambling.
Your brain is scrambling. It shouldn't.
Yeah, because we just done there now like I can't remember. Like it's just confusing me.
It shouldn't confuse you, okay? Just remain calm and think, okay? Be calm and just think.
I didn't even click that, but I got it right. I didn't even mean
Yeah,
to
you
click
got it. Okay. Keep on going. Keep on going.
Wait, this one's okay.
You're doing a good job. Just keep on going.
1,500.
Nice job.
I do not understand this.
Which
Hello,
question is
you
that?
listening?
Not with you. Which question is
Jerry
that?
borrowed 4,000 for 5 years at 6% simple
Okay.
interest. What will the value of Jerry's account will be after 5 years?
Okay. So it says that Jerry borrows $4,000 for 5 years at 6% simple interest rate. What will be the value of Jerry's account after 5 years?
I
So
might get it.
they're asking you to calculate if you borrow 4,000, the principal is 4,000, right? For 5 years, which is the time, and the rate is 6%, right? So they're actually asking to find what the simple interest will be. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do that. What did you get as your answer?
1,002. No, 5. Wait, what did I
See?
get?
Have you got your answer?
100. $5,200.
So click your answer if that's your answer. Okay?
Got it right.
Okay. So you're still at 100% plus accuracy. That's good. Keep it up. But you need to be fast because of our time.
Gotta be fast.
You should be fast and fill the question. Fast and get the question, but you need to also read the question correctly, okay?
I didn't click that.
Yeah, should be fast. Relax, okay? Okay, so you have redemption question right now to answer.
Okay. Not too bad.
It's answer the whole question. So redemption question, now you have to answer the question you filled. Okay, so let's see if you get it correctly. It's fine.
20,000. Think I got it right. I'm gonna close my eyes and listen to the sound. Yes.
So you want to close the eyes and listen to the sound. Okay, that is absolutely correct then. That is absolutely correct. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. So you have 100% plus accuracy from everything you've done here right now. You have 100% plus accuracy. So now you just learned something new today, right?
Okay.
What did you learn new today? Can you tell
I
me?
learned calculating the principal.
Okay. Apart from you calculating the principal, what else did you learn new today?
Nothing else new.
Are you sure?
Yep.
You didn't learn anything new?
Oh no, I learned how to do decimals too.
What about if your time is given a month? How do you calculate it?
Oh yeah, you put that in decimals too.
Sorry?
Put that in decimals too.
You put that in decimal. That will be whatever month you're given all over 12, right? You must combine it to years. So you divide by 12, right?
Okay.
Very good. So put that in mind that questions can also come in that form. Okay?
Okay.
Very good. So apart from this, is there any question you want to give to me or anything you don't understand that I should explain clearly to you before we end the class for today?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, then take down your assignment.
Okay.
Take down your assignment. Not this. No, not this. Sorry, let me show it for Let me show you. So, this is the assignment. Take it down.
Yep.
So you're finding the principles in each of these questions.
Okay. Sorry, let me just look for my book. Okay, that's page there.
Are you done copying that down?
Nearly.
Okay. Okay, are you through copying that down? Are you to write that down? Sorry, are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay, are you to writing it down?
About to.
About it.
Yeah, done.
Okay, beautiful. So on Friday, by the grace of God, we're looking at how to find the time and what the rate at the same time on Friday. So prepare your mind for that, okay?
Okay.
So you can even go on your own and do a research for me. Find the formula for finding the rate and time. If you can do that for me, I'll be happy.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, beautiful. So any question before we leave or call it a day?
No questions.
No questions. Okay, beautiful. So we'll be seeing on Friday then.
Okay.
Okay, beautiful. So have a lovely night rest. See you on Friday. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Have a good sleep.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Uncle Chigo, you didn't share your last slide. What was on it?
Sorry? Sorry, Ma.
You didn't share your last slide.
My last slide.
Mm,
That's assignment I gave you. My share is here.
okay,
Maybe it
I
is
thought I saw the last one.
Yeah. It's assignment I gave you.
Hmm? I saw the assignment. There was the last slide. Gerard, you can leave the class. You've finished
Okay.
your lesson.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was okay. This one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one is my
Oh.
own. This one is just reflection.
Hmm?
This one is for personally for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
just
okay,
reflection.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Because I wondered, because I kept seeing teachers. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, well done. It's been a marathon. You need to go now. Uncle Sam, lock the gate and give Uncle Chigo Lipton for tea break. Send him Lipton tea for tea break. Uncle Sam is even there. Uncle Sam.
I'm here. I go
Okay,
find
lock the
I go
gate.
find waiting I want shop now.
See your
So
life
they never
today
use the
class.
computer since. They sit on the look for computer.
Give